Hi, this is Becka Larson, filming from Boulder, Colorado. My message today is remember to breathe. A friend of mine that I used to work with, he actually had a second job as a teaching students how to drive. And one piece of information that he learned in his training was that when people get in a stressful situation when they drive, they tend to stop breathing. It's almost like the brain is taking all of the energy of the body and it's engaged completely, so much to the point where other bodily functions shut down temporarily, very temporarily. What's unfortunate about that is that oxygen is what helps you think. And if you're not getting oxygen to your brain because you stop breathing, then you can't actually think that clearly and solve the problem that's right in front of you. So what my friend would tell the students he was teaching about driving is that when they get in a stressful situation behind the wheel, they need to be cognizant of their breathing and just remember to keep breathing. Just keep breathing. You know, that can be very hard when you're faced with something and your life may be in danger. But keep breathing because you need that oxygen for your brain so you can make decisions properly and save your life. Well, this is an interesting concept because the job where I worked with him was a very stressful job for me. And I did notice one day, entire week, I was very stressed out, and I noticed I had all these deadlines and I was rushed, and I don't really like being rushed, and I like taking my time and doing like really high quality work, but I felt like I had to cut a lot of corners and whatnot, and it was just stressing me out. And I noticed that I was breathing very shallowly. Now, it took me about 3 days to notice this, but I did notice. One day I was just sitting there and I was like, my breathing was kind of erratic and fast, and I said, okay. The minute I noticed, I stepped away and, you know, just breathed, just like slowed down and went back to my normal breathing. That's a really good practice. That helps you lower your blood pressure. It helps your body get back to homeostasis, which is a state of balance. When you're stressed out, your body is having a fight or flight response, and it's freaking out, and basic functions are not functioning properly. And this really makes your mind crazy and unable to think because you're not breathing properly. And that your brain is precisely what you need when you're sitting at your desk trying to finish a project for a deadline or solve a problem, an engineering problem or a math problem or you know, an employee problem or whatever. You need to keep breathing in order to make those decisions. Now, it's easy in our society, I think, to forget about your body. To forget that you need to breathe. You know, breathing is automatic. I'm not saying that you have to focus on it consciously. It is something your body just does. But your breathing will reflect your current state of stress or relaxation. If you're breathing very deeply and very calmly, you're very relaxed. You'll probably notice your breathing on vacation is a lot slower than your breathing at work, generally speaking. So, you know, if you're ever at work and you notice that your breathing is very erratic, or you're having a fight with your spouse and your breathing is shallow and, you know, you're freaked out, then it's a good time for you to get back in your body then, because your mind is just whirling and whirling with all the things you have to do, or the stress of the situation, the emotions that are coming up. It's like all this stuff is whirling, and your brain is cluttered with energy, and you need for your energy to be circulating through your body. In our culture, we tend to just think and think and think and think. All the energy is up here in our head. It's not making it down here into the rest of the body. And it's very important that it does that. Because it means your overall health will be good, but it also means that you can think clearly. So if you find yourself in a stressful situation, it's a good time to say, I need to step away. If it's from a person, say, I apologize, but I need to get back in balance. My head is not clear. I need to go take a walk. And I'll come back, and then we can finish this discussion, or fight, or I can finish my project at work then. But let me just take 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes, and I'll be back. And then go take a walk, take a run, do some sort of exercise. Really great for getting your energy back down into your body. I recommend stretching or yoga. Really gets the blood circulating quickly and warms your body up, and definitely helps you clear out negative emotions so that you can think clearly. Or you can just do like a mini meditation. Just stop and walk away from the situation and kind of get in a different physical space if you can. And then the mind is sort of jolted out of that reality it was in. So you remove yourself from the place where the stress is happening, and then you just breathe. Just focus on taking in a really deep breath all the way down to your belly and breathing out. And you can regulate your stress level this way. By focusing on your breathing, you can send your mind, instead of your mind thinking and thinking and thinking about all these intellectual things, your mind is now focused on the passage of air through your system. So you can focus on, the oxygen being carried to all your cells. That's a great way to get back in your body. Just imagine it circulating all the way down to your toes and your fingers, and all the way back up to your heart and lungs, and then up to your brain, and then back down to your heart and lungs. So after you do a meditation like this, and you sort of get recentered, you can come back to whatever you were doing with much more focus. And a lot of times you can solve the problem you've been trying to solve, and you've been running in circles, but now it's just crystal clear what the solution is. And your body's back in balance, and you're not building up stress. I think part of why in our culture we are so obese and sick all the time, and just tension all in our backs and shoulders, it's because we're not breathing properly. The energy's not circulating to the whole body, so it gets stuck in your back and your shoulders. It's all stuck getting to your head. It can't get out of your head, so it just collects right here. And so it's good to step away and just get that balance, and then you can keep a balanced head and body. Thanks.